starts up, there's a sea of children who are not there for fireworks. So amongst the sea, Joseph and I appear.
Yeah, we were big boys.
I mean, we were diving, pushing kids.
Diving, trying to stage dive and surf on a bunch of children who could not and were not willing to hold me up. It was more of
No, my vertical leap was like 4.5 inches, dude. Same as another thing. Here we go.
Look at your... Wait,
no.
hang on.
Just don't.
No, tell me all about terror at the Bigfoot boneyard, dog.
All right, this one from @stomping on your face. Wow. That was well, Tevin
Moshed through the window.
Tevin broke the window with my body. That was different than me leaping at his. Anyways,
go ahead and fire up "Erase the Rat" by Backtrack.
Oh.
I just remember like watching people mosh like crazy. The pit basically go wall to wall, and I was just like, I'm gonna run and jump off that thing. And I ran and like dove towards the hallway, like flying squirrel jump.
Listen, I don't even want to dance. You know what I mean?
I'm vibing.
So here's the thing. Here's what happened. It was a pretty normal, uneventful Saturday. Went to the gym. Fell asleep. Started to play video games, right?
Yep.
Mundane. I get a text at about... might have been like 9 o'clock, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a picture of my mom, a selfie from my mom of her face, like, kind of f***ed up.
Oh, no.
So she had been walking Sebastian, and he, well, like, you know how small dogs are. They see another big dog, they get a little
wily.
Antagonistic.
Yeah.
In the fray of controlling him, my mom lost her balance and fell pretty much directly on her face inside.
Is she okay?
So I immediately call her. I'm like, are you fine? Like, what's going on? Are you concussed? Like, whatever. Do you want me to go there and take you to the ER? And at first she's like, no. I'll ice it. I put a Band-Aid. I'm like, are you concussed? She's like, I feel all right.
The most important thing.
So she kind of blows me off because she doesn't want me to drive out to take her to the ER. And my brother's not home. Not like he would drive her, but
yeah.
About a half hour after that, I get a text and call from my brother like, hey, so are you going to come to the house and take Mom to the ER? Because she's saying she's like dizzy now and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I have to go take my mom to the ER last night. Luckily, no concussion, no sprains, breaks, anything. Her wrist was swollen. So that was, I just cursed. I'm going to have to. Anyways, don't stay in school, kids. My mom's wrist.
I'm glad your mom's okay. I'm glad she's not, in a worse off state. That sucks.
Yeah, it was a whole thing, and then I got home at like 2 a.m. because obviously the ER takes forever, and then and then my mom was. My plan was to leave after my mom headed off to bed so that the dog would be like chill. But of course we got home and was like, well, now I'm hungry, so she had to have a snack, and then she had to shower, and it was like 2 hours of process for her to go to sleep. So I get home at like 2 a.m. and can't fall
just
asleep
like me,
till
dude.
4.
Gotta have a little treat.
Gotta have a little treat. She's got to bathe. I had to get Sebastian to eat. He doesn't eat much when I'm not there, I guess. He got the separation anxiety stomach.
Because he's your dog and he's attached to you, and you should bring him home with you.
Well, see, I'm probably going to do that because I don't want her walking Sebastian in the state that she's in.
Yeah.
She's also like had an issue with her right eye, the eye that she like landed on for the past month. So it's
well, damn, dude. At least congrats on your new dog, I guess.
I'm probably gonna get him either tonight or tomorrow. Nah, not tonight. I'm too tired. Tomorrow. I got business tonight.
Do it tonight, and then come hang out for a little bit.
You might be onto something.
Hey. Dude. I've had the most boring weekend. Yours sounds more eventful than mine.
I mean, 420 party time all the time.
This was the first, as you know, but anyone else doesn't know, um, or most people listening don't know. I worked in the weed industry for a very long time.
Some might say ever.
I mean, before I was legally allowed to, I think.
It's
When I
chill,
was like
dude.
16, I got my first job or started working in that industry. And this was the first 420 in maybe 10 years that I didn't work at all because I don't work in that industry anymore. And I had the day off from my normal job. So
Yeah, you have like
I didn't do
a
anything.
normal schedule. You have the most normal schedule out of all of our friends. You know that?
I do, yeah. 7 to 4, Monday through Friday. And God, does it beat ass. I love waking up early.
The
Not even
consistency.
sarcastic at
There
all.
is a night. There is a real something really nice about the consistency.
Yeah, I know
I don't. I don't
exactly
have
my
that here.
schedule. Cheers. Uh, well, my dog. So we're talking, we're doing the same thing as last week again, right?
We are, although this week I think just based on the vibes of the remainder of my list and your my ability to influence what's going to come out of your brain, it's a little harder this week. I think it'll be the
I think
later
it'll be a
stages
little
of our
heavier.
life.
Full transparency for the people, as I was telling Brandon before we started recording, I accidentally deleted the remainder of my list. So today, instinct will guide me. My ancestors will speak through me and choose my choices.
Honestly,
Um,
off the cuff as like a concept was also something I thought would be fun whenever we were feeling like, oh, I can't think of whatever the theme. It's just like, hey, what have you been
just
listening to?
go.
You know,
That'd be fun. Go classic style, like when we were 16. Like, oh, you heard this song?
or it's just me like, hey, so this I know this Owen track isn't like, and then I put on the same one.
You've made me listen to too much Owen lately.
Buckle up, brother. You're a captive audience.
Well, I guess before we get started this week, I'm Joey. He's Brandon. We like music better than you. Please like, subscribe, comment, do the things.
Review on
We're on the social
Spotify,
medias.
maybe, or Apple
Y-
Pods, all the whatever
Yeah.
positive thing you can think of.
Hey, listen. We're no experts at this, but however you feel like you can support us, feel free to do that. We appreciate it.
And we're not telling you to, but I'm begging you, please,
I am begging you.
for my familia. I've got a little dog coming here. He's really something.
He's a good guy. He's a really cute little guy.
Little frisky bastard.
Shouts out Sebastian. Uh, with that being said, Brandino, I believe you're first this week.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah.
The
Sucks
vibes
being first,
the
doesn't it?
vibes this week, it's giving unprepared. It's giving not enough soju,
There's far less energy this week than there was last week.
but we're gonna get through this together. All right?
Oh, I'm having a great time. I'm just way more chill today.
Oh, this is the 421 episode. So,
Exactly, that's what it is.
he came, he saw, he blazed.
I
What do you
did do
want?
that. I did do a lot of that.
A lot of coming and blazing.
Oh,
Where do I begin? You know what? It's not going to be Owen. I'm not going to start with Owen, but
yeah. Well, how are you going to set the tone for the episode, Brandon?
all right. We kind of got in the I stayed more or less chronological the whole time. And I think given that timeline, we kind of got to, ninth, 10th grade us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At a certain point, we heard some shit and blew our fucking minds. And we were definitely hardcore kids already at the time, but this was some other
Yeah.
shit. And this was a little track called
Okay.
Never Meant by American Football. Put your bibs on, crybabies.
What a good one. Yeah, I know American football had and has a chokehold on you. I love American football, but they always did a little more for you than me.
It's truly a chokehold. You know, I think just the stupid guitar playing. It's like it's dumb. It's like every song's in a different tuning for no reason. To their detriment now, because they need like 3 guitars to go on tour each with. So
yeah, see that's a little much, but good songs, very good songs.
And
I remember
we went to their reunion LA gig.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. The first batch of reunion shows, we got to see that, which was very sick. Shouts out to you because you bought my ticket.
I didn't remember that, but shouts out to me, I guess.
Well, I will. I mean, this actually doesn't have to do with American football, but does have to do with a lot of the bands on my list because, like as you said, we grew up hardcore kids, and a lot of the shows that I saw and we saw together that were very formative for both of us, I wouldn't have been to if not for you because I was a poor kid and you bought me tickets.
Aw, I should probably remember that. I was my pleasure apparently. I block out a lot of the money spending I do, so
that's healthy.
Cheers. No, I wouldn't have been there without you either, man. I rarely went to shows solo dolo until maybe like I don't know, after high school, I think.
Yeah, it's just what we did together.
Yeah. And I was just like he's the guy that knows the other guys. What am I without that guy, you know?
Yeah, I did introduce you to the boys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna roll up alone, and then I have to actually be engaging with people that I know tangentially.
Oh, not a chance.
The fuck?
I hardly want to talk to my best friends, let alone people I hardly know.
Hardly know her, dude.
But the only thing I remember about that show, other than obviously them being awesome, was just a lot of grown dudes crying.
My people, dude.
Hell yeah.
It's my favorite pastime.
Yeah. In fact, the song that I got next for you, this is the band that I've seen, crazily enough, the band I've seen more times than any band. Most of those times with you, and I'm not ashamed to admit I've cried damn near every single one of those times.
This was the contender for my other first track. I don't know the track you're gonna pick, but the band at least. Go ahead.
So I actually don't. I don't know if I want to go with one of my favorite songs or one of the better known songs from the album, but I'm gonna go with one of my.
This is life changing for you. So what changed your life more, the B-sides or like that hit?
The thing about this band is so much of it changed my life. And the cool thing about them is I feel like they're the band that I grew up with, you know, when I started listening to it. It was cheesy pop punk band, and now it is adult rock band.
Some of the saddest shit you ever heard now.
Yeah.
I like how yeah, I know you haven't said it up until that moment, but I knew the band
for the
you
people
were talking about for the past.
Yeah, I'm saying for the people, it's the Wonder Years. They're one of my favorite bands. I got to figure out what song to choose. As I said, I deleted my list, so I'm letting instincts guide me today. What are we gonna choose?
I could incept you with my pick, but do you want to just snipe my pick?
No.
Okay. All right.
Because I know what it's gonna be.
You don't fucking guess then.
No, not yours. I know what mine is gonna be.
Oh, okay.
I've picked it.
All right.
Brandon, go ahead and fire up. I was scared, and I'm sorry by the Wonder Years.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
This is I Was Scared and I'm Sorry, but the Wonder Years, again, put on your bibs, crybabies. Oh my god.
You know, that one's a B-side from the upsides, but I think that you and I have seen them so many times that we've seen them play most of the B-sides and rarities live.
Yeah.
Because I can remember seeing them play that and like Me versus the Highway
Oh God, that's a
and
good track. That's a
like
good
Elegy
fucking
for
track.
Baby Blue and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, like the Wonder Years is kind of the band that I grew up with, and my favorite thing about them is like, a lot of my favorite artists have this quality, like hyper specific storytelling, like specifying people's names and like specific places, but like connecting it to very relatable emotions. So even if it's a song that like I can't directly relate to the immediate lyrical content, it's like, oh, brother,
I've
I've
been
been
there.
there. I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Dude, that's what gets me about a lot of the Owen tracks. A lot of it also is hyper specific, like exact names and places. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I've never been to Chicago and I'm not a beardy white guy, but I feel you, man.
But
I'm
yeah,
right
man, I
there
know what
with
you're
you.
talking about. Yeah. Love the Wonder Years. Still one of my favorite bands. I struggled with putting something from his side project on here as well because
I would say that changed your life a little bit. You never shut up
I would
about it.
say so. Shut up.
It's
Well,
good
you know, it's
stuff.
sad and twangy. It's got all my favorite things.
It's good. I mean, let's
But we'll
fucking
save
name a
that
better duo, dude.
just in case my instincts guide me there. We'll see.
They
What do you got
might.
next for me?
Um, I keep like wanting to bust into the hardcore, but then it's like, all right, I got one more pop punk track I want to play. I think
Okay.
we'll see where life takes us. But it was a big part of our journey, honestly. Like we were already going
Oh
to
yeah.
metalcore shows and whatnot, but the pop punk
Yeah.
was cracking, and boy howdy were we inappropriately moshing on children.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Which I hope you're not about to play.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
But I will be playing a banger. This is gonna be.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah.
This is gonna be another Newfound Glory track. I think the only other one I've played at this point in our little show here is from the covers episode, which no one watched. So this might be the first Newfound
Yep.
Glory track that I've played. Here we go. All downhill from here. Ooh, still hits.
God damn. Yeah, Newfound Glory is one of those bands that like admittedly a lot of the pop punk that we grew up on, like I look back on it's like ugh,
Pretty shitty.
yikes. Yeah, not my greatest moments. But Newfound Glory is still awesome and
Undeniable.
they still rock live.
And they've literally never stopped touring since we were alive, I think.
Yeah, no. And they from what I know, every time they go out on tour, learn like 50 songs from their entire massive discography and just do a rotating set list every night. Like that's insane.
I could never hope to write 50 songs total in my life.
I can't even write one, dude. I can come up with one cool
You got
riff.
a couple in there.
Yeah, but I need help.
I need help. I need adult.
I need help. Oh my god. Well, for my next one, I'm going to keep us before we depart from the pop punk. I'm gonna go ahead and hit what I thought you were gonna do. Um, very defining band for an era, for the Tumblr era, for us specifically. I think the niche of Tumblr that we were on. I saw this album cover 20 times a day while scrolling. Will you go ahead and hit the track "Life Is Killing Me" by
Oh,
Fireworks?
God. How could I forget? I was racking my brain. How could I have forgotten the best band of all time?
The best band. Someone asked me the other day, our buddy James, shout out James, I know he's listening. Um,
Shouts
if I
out, James.
had any like perfect albums, any albums that I thought were amazing front to back, because he was going to put them on a playlist, and this is the first thing I said was
Dude,
"Gospel" by
it's
Fireworks.
so good. And it's not even like that much teen angst. It's more of just like sad, like yearning
Yeah,
for youth, no matter how old
it's
you are.
it's just sad pop rock, and it beats
It
ass.
does beat
Go
ass.
ahead and hit it.
I will fight you to this track if you're out there and anybody, all right? We'll fight to this
Yeah,
track.
I'm diving on you.
Mmm. That's a tasty tune.
Outstanding tune. I like. Well, Brandon, why don't you tell the people our fun fireworks story? I told them the Goldfinger butthole story. You can tell them the fireworks story.
Oh man. I mean, all right. We've definitely seen them. Because this wasn't the first time we saw fireworks this happen, right? It was, or maybe it
I
was.
think this was the first time we saw them.
Yeah. As many of the pop punk bands do and did in those days, tour together, right? Mixed tours weren't as often a thing. So it was like every pop punk band all at once.
I think the Wonder Years played that show.
They were probably the headliner. Story So Far maybe also played, or fucking Man Overboard. There was many of your old heads' favorite pop punk bands that they won't admit to liking.
Yeah.
Fireworks starts up. There's a sea of children who are not there for fireworks. That's why in my mind I was like, maybe Wonder Years, but also probably Story So Far and like
Yeah.
Man Overboard, or somebody else was playing.
For some reason, whichever one of those bands would have brought a sea of teenage girls.
So amongst the sea, Joseph and I appear because we're stoked on fucking fireworks, and seemingly nobody else is.
Yeah.
Just the kids don't know, and so we have to teach them what it means to be excited, and also a couple years older and able to crush you, because I was much heavier. So
Yeah, we were big boys.
I mean, we were diving, pushing kids. Fuck, I don't. The children
I
learned,
just
man.
remember the stage diving, trying to stage dive and surf on a bunch of children who could not and were not willing to hold me
Oh,
up.
absolutely not. Like, this was the era where, like, I saw a story so far at the Cobalt, and homie made a comment about, like, when you stage dive, you have to dive and not just like tackle kids. Because I kept just like tackling kids. Like, I was a big guy.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah, you
still
weren't
a bigger
really
guy.
you weren't getting much air. It was more of
No,
a
my vertical leap was like 4.5 inches, dude. Same as another thing.
Yeah. Great time. I remember Fireworks is one of those bands that like have some great, awesome lyrics. Some of them very, very angsty. Every now and then I will get a Facebook memory from like 12, 13 years ago that is like, oh, hey, dude, you were fighting with your girlfriend and you decided to post cryptic fireworks lyrics on your Facebook. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to delete that, actually.
I had to go on like a purging spree a couple years back because I was just like, there was one day where for some reason I woke up the most embarrassed I've ever been in my life. And I was just, I have to hide it all. I have to burn it all down. They found me. They're going to find me. They're coming for me.
Yeah, I get that. I wake up. That's nearly every day of my life.
You just wake up and think about taking your entire identity off the internet. That's chill.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Oh, brother.
That's good
what
stuff.
do you got for me?
I keep thinking of stuff that's like, I have so many pivotal things. The soju's kicking in.
Yeah.
But it's like, I really want to get into hardcore. But
get
also,
into the hardcore. We can fire back
we can
bounce around.
Now,
I have a feeling we're gonna snipe each other's hardcore songs.
No. Well, maybe. But this is gonna be a non-obvious pick from an obvious band.
Yeah.
If it's even on Spotify. Wait, hold on. Am I gonna have to dig deep for this?
You gonna have to Bandcamp this one, dude?
Dude, I might have to. No way.
Dang, dude. Is this gonna be a YouTube?
I might have to go YouTube on this one, brother. This was
hit it up.
This must be a deeper cut than even I imagined.
Honestly, since you're in control, I didn't know that we had that option, and
I was assuming it was on here. I'm a little sad, like, that I have to do this, but I guess if you want to do YouTube, we can do YouTube.
That changes so much for me.
Oh my!
That would have changed a lot for my goofy shit that goes hard.
All right, well, we're not gonna put on Numa and fucking
Gonna be Bass Hunter.
What's the He-Man? Let it cry sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Look at your wait.
No.
Hang on.
Just don't.
No, tell me all about Terror at the Bigfoot Boneyard, dog.
Listen, man. Wouldn't you rather hear about the Korean pop music group G Idol's concert practice, or perhaps
No.
headphone reviews?
No. I know what I want to hear.
Listen, man. They might or may not have the location of a kill site. You know what I mean? A lot of bones.
All right, hard pivot. This is a Bigfoot podcast now.
Don't tempt me, dude. That's my other dream. Are you kidding me? All right. This is a real deep cut Incendiary track from 13 years ago, I fucking guess.
Damn,
off of
dude.
Unrestrained. This is like, I got into traditional hardcore through this. I've somehow found this Incendiary track, realized that they were playing a Sound and Fury pre-show at the Cobalt. I think Dead End Path also played, and somebody else. None of you guys can make it. I went specifically for Incendiary because I heard this shit and it blew my mind. Oh my god, it still blows my mind after all this time.
I've actually never heard that Incendiary song.
It's the best one, in my opinion.
That's goddamn good. That's a good track.
I just want to highlight a couple of these comments in the YouTube comments. All right, this one is from @memetron the B-boy.
My guy.
And I quote, "Hard shit, hardcore for fucking life, son. 12 years ago, and how right was he?" All right, this one from @stomping on your face. "Wow, this is fucking amazing." This one from, I'm not reading that, there's too many letters, from 9 months ago. Still holds up. How true. God damn.
Bunch of smart, cultured fellas. That's all I'm hearing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, good track. Good goddamn pick,
It's not
Brandon.
on Spotify. We could steal every riff of that, just play it backwards. No one will know.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Incendiary, if any of you ever hear this, put that shit on spot. Figure it out with the record label, whoever put this out. Put it on Spotify.
What year did this come out?
2011. Oh, I guess it's from a split with somebody called Unrestrained, who I'm unfamiliar with.
Because this actually reminded me of my next pick.
Also, hold on.
Another
band. Real quick. New rule. Everybody gets one YouTube track. If you need it.
Okay. If you need it,
only
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Ever. For all time.
Fair.
Go ahead.
Forever. This one's on Spotify, luckily, so you won't need YouTube.
Thank God.
This came out same year, 2011. I think really introduced us to more traditional hardcore, because obviously as we've shown, we were listening to a lot of heavier stuff, a lot of metal.
A lot of Coheed in Cambodia.
This band had quite a grip on our friends and us. We would drive around in Kanan's car, his little red Dodge Neon,
Oh my God.
blasting this, moshing in the backseat.
I love you, Kanan. I'm sorry I dented your car with my body.
And broke the window of your home.
Oh yeah, that was well.
Moshed through the window.
Tevin broke the window with my body. That was different than me leaping at his. Anyways,
go ahead and fire up "Erase the Rat" by Backtrack.
Oh shit! Hey, right up. Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, this is good. All right, okay. Oh. God, what a track.
Yeah, I remember that shit being on repeat when we discovered it. And like, I remember seeing them at the Cobalt, and not the first time that I had seen ignorant moshing, but the first time that I had felt inspired to mosh ignorantly.
That's that fucking New York shit, dude.
It changed my life, dude. I just remember, because you remember the monitors on the corners of the stage at the Cobalt, and there was the like little hallway into the bathroom over by the little soundboard area. I just remember like watching people mosh like crazy, the pit basically go wall to wall, and I was just like, I'm gonna run and jump off that thing. And I ran and like dove towards the hallway, like flying squirrel jump. And all I remember is that I was wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and camo cargo shorts,
Oh my
like an
god.
absolute dirtbag.
Yeah, you had a couple of. Anyways,
Yeah, Backtrack sick. A lot of memories with Backtrack.
let me ask you this. Now, I know you were inspired by the mosh at the time, but what made you aim for the vacant hallway?
That's where people. No, it was not vacant.
Okay.
That's where the people were cowering from the mosh.
Okay, you were like, oh, they think they're safe.
Yeah, and so I was like, I'm gonna dive onto them.
God damn it, I miss the Cobalt so much.
Me too, man. So much goddamn
In
fun.
all our years there, I think I maybe stepped foot in that little hallway like 4 times.
Yeah, I used the bathroom.
I never
at the
once
Cobalt.
did. I couldn't do it. I was too scared. I was a scaredy dude.
I was too scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. You were smart. You should have been scared.
Some people think being a coward is a detriment, but sometimes it's smart. You could learn from a
Keeps
guy
you
like
safe.
me, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I got to keep the Cobalt vibes going.
Let's go.
This is going to be another hardcore track.
Oh, dude.
Los
How did I not think of
Angeles.
this?
This was the shit for a minute.
God, this really had a hold on us.
Especially for LA hardcore kids. Like, aside from Terror, you were repping fucking Rotting Out, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Street Pro.
Dude.
Damn, dude. Holds up.
Dude. Really does. I don't think I listened to their like last album. I know it's not like super new. It came out a
I
couple
didn't
years
either.
ago. But
I'm not going to front like I did.
yeah, but that I mean,
Listen to the hell out of that.
how many Rotting Out shirts could you count at the Cobalt at one show when this album came out? Like you'd roll up and everybody was wearing Rotting Out merch, even if they weren't playing.
You got to rep the set, homie. You know what I mean?
For real. LA hardcore love Rotting Out.
It's either that or Terror, or like eventually like the crucial merch heads took over and like everybody was wearing Triple B and like whatever, but like,
Title fight merch.
yeah, the kids from the hood, Rotting Out, and a little bit of Shabalba, but
Yep. And like
so good.
as someone who grew up in Los Angeles, lived here my whole life, like, but never really had anything that gave me a sense of like LA pride because I was never a sports fan. I've never, none of that shit ever appealed to me. So Rotting Out was kind of my first thing that made me feel like being from LA was cool.
Right? It's like cuz I don't know. You were more into hip hop than I ever was, but like the West Coast LA hip hop thing was never something I really connected with.
Yeah. And honestly, with the hip hop stuff, I always liked more East Coast stuff.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whatever, dude.
Cancel
Wu-Tang
the
forever.
show. I can't. I don't know. I do enjoy MF2. Well, he's from the UK or something. Hold on. I don't care anymore. What do we
I'm
got,
not even going to
Joey?
pretend to listen.
R.I.P.
I am an
MF2.
appreciator of hip hop, but like my weird fact and trivia knowledge comes from hardcore and hardcore only, which does not do me any good in life.
Yeah, unless we're talking about hardcore K-pop, I can't smoke and swear. I'm fucked.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Well, Brandon, onward.
Joseph, onward.
My next pick is actually going to be a band that you never really got into. Grip it and rip it. That you never really got into. I've been harping on you to try and get you into them forever.
Huh? Which one?
They're a band that I yeah, which one? They're a band that I discovered because of another band that I played earlier because of a reference to them in one of their songs. Why don't you look up the song I am weighing me down by Blacklisted.
Oh yeah, you have been harping on me. But honestly,
I just
tracks.
tracks. I discovered Blacklisted because they are referenced in a Wonder Years song. He says something about stack a Bukowski novel on a Blacklisted LP, and I was like, "Ooh, what's Blacklisted?" Looked him up. This album
See,
beats
you
ass.
went for the Blacklisted. I was the one that
You
bought.
went for the Bukowski. I
Yeah,
went for the
I
Blacklisted.
bought the Bukowski novels, and you were like, "Oh fuck, Blacklisted, dude."
Blacklisted. Yeah, exactly.
Duality of dork. I am weighing me down. You want remastered or original recipe?
Remastered.
All right. Damn.
Yeah, dude. Hard hitting track. This album,
That's a bad boy tune.
oh wait, yeah, dude. This album specifically, uh, is front to back, no skippers. It's insane. It's got my favorite thing about hardcore, which is just fast and short. Like
The dirt.
every song on that album is like a minute and a half. It all hits really hard. The lyrics are incredible. I've always gravitated more. I like the gamut, the full gamut when it comes to hardcore. I like the hard, tough guy, beat you up stuff. I like sad, whiny shit also. I like the self-deprecating, I'm pathetic stuff. Um,
100%.
and I gravitate more towards that. And there's a lot of that with Blacklisted.
Oh, all right. I really got it. I really got a deep dive. I got to do
You
it.
do.
I got to do it.
Sit down with this album after this. Go ahead and you got it pulled up. How long is it? It can't be long.
It can't be that long. You know what? Let's investigate. Heavier than heaven.
A half
It's
hour
20
long.
minutes.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Listen to it after this. You won't be
My
disappointed.
God. All right.
Everybody do that. Everybody go listen to Heavier Than Heaven, Lonelier Than God by Blacklisted.
Whew. That's a track. All right.
What do you
Speaking
got
of
for me?
hardcore that's not I'm going to kill you. I'm going to All right. Listen. To all my edgemen out there, I'm sorry. I was edge for like 10 years. It's fine. If I'm not now, I never was. But this song
You were
was a rock.
God damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was this a pick of yours? Are you gonna pick this one next, dude?
Another song on my list. Yeah, another song by them is on my list. No, it's not.
It's fine.
Go ahead.
You can do repeatsies. I've had enough
We'll see.
soju to allow it.
We'll see.
This is Armed with a Mind by Have Heart. Sorry, I might drink soju to this.
That's okay. I might smoke weed to this.
420 blaze it.
You're mine.
Damn.
Golly. I mean, that.
To Have Heart, cheers.
Cheers to that, brother. As somebody who was never straight edge, even hearing Have Heart as a young kid really kind of changed my life and the idea of just like up until discovering Have Heart, really all I liked was tough guy meathead hardcore.
It's true.
And then I found stuff that was like, hey, maybe books are kind of cool.
Yeah, right? Who knew that the folks
Check
that
out
would
this
give
riff.
you
Read a book. Like,
yeah. Armed
Kinda
with a
cool.
Mind, that person would go on to be a teacher. Who would have guessed?
yeah. And yeah, Have Heart really really changed my life in a lot of ways for someone who was not straight edge getting into Have Heart.
Kept
All my
me
friends were.
on the straight and narrow for a long time.
Yeah. Having all my best friends be straight edge was close enough to keep me out of trouble.
For the most part. You know what I mean?
For the most part.
I couldn't be there all the time. I tried though.
That's true.
I got tired and I would go home and eat peach rings.
And that's when Goblin Joe came out.
Yeah, that's right. Demon time started when I went to sleep at 4 in the
Yeah.
afternoon. Oh man, I can remember like walking around. Like I don't know if you had already left Canoga Park High School or high school at this point, but I was like, I would sneak my iPod or whatever the fuck out to
Yeah.
PE and just listen to music while I walked the mile or whatever because I had long enough hair so that nobody could tell.
Well, if it was 10th grade or if it was either 11th or 12th grade, I wouldn't have been there.
Couldn't tell you at this point, but boy howdy did I listen to a lot of that illicitly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I got something that is a similar thing for me. Really did a lot for me in the way that I think, but dare I say, much goofier than Have Heart.
Clowncore?
What'd you say?
I said clowncore?
Oh no. Goofier in a different way. For my next pick, Brandon, one of our favorites. Why don't you fire up Jock Powerviolence
Oh, yeah, that's
by
real.
Weekend Nachos?
It don't sound goofy, but it's about as goofy as it comes. Oh, this is the best minute and 23 seconds that a man
It's
could
hard
ask
music
for.
by goofy guys.
Can't be all evil all the time. Here we go. Oh, Joseph, you bastard.
One of the best songs of all time. Got P Stump on the track.
Pat Patterson.
Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, Pat Patterson. I think that's hilarious that for the people listening, Patrick Stump sings a verse in that song of Fall Out Boy fame. And he, due to his contracts with his record label, could not be on a Weekend Nachos album by any means.
Nope.
So he's credited as Pat Patterson. And I think their guitar player, Joe Troman, plays a solo on this album.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
credited as Tro Joman.
Who could have guessed?
Yeah. Who could it possibly be?
Weekend
Who are
Nachos
those
is the
guys?
best band of all time.
My favorite. I mean, they're maybe top 5 for me, one of my favorite bands.
In terms of like, it checks all of our boxes. Dumb, heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, Discord's giving me the thumbs up. Does it give you a thumbs up? Hold on.
It should.
Why isn't
I'm
it
on Discord also.
Son of a bee sting. Maybe it's the host only. Only the host gets to
Whack.
decide the vibes.
Whack.
Weekend Nachos,
But yeah.
good band. Backed hard.
Good band. Funny. I'm so glad they're back. And like, dude, this year at Sound and Fury, like, you've already played them. So like the fact that we get to see Weekend Nachos and Have Heart, 2 of like the most important bands to us growing up that we thought were gone forever. Like,
It's
insane.
wild, to be honest.
I'm beyond stoked.
And even for that matter, like American football, a band I never thought I would see, and then they came back, and now they just put out new albums. They're gonna put out another one, and I cry every time. If Have Heart does it, I might shit instead of cry, but you know.
Yeah, dude, how many tattooed tough guys, fronting as tough guys, do you think are going to be crying out in the field during Sound and Fury to Have Heart?
Honestly, it should be all of them.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be crying. Anybody who says they
Crying's
aren't
tough,
lying.
dude.
Crying cool as hell.
I cry all the time. And if,
Can't wait to have a cry with all the boys.
and if you're not crying, I'll fucking make you cry. Try me, dude.
All right, Brandon.
Oh, man. Where do I go from there, man? Come on, dude. What do I have on my... Oh, no, I know where to go from there.
Oh, no.
Well, I need to mark that track as played. I have a system. I put a little squirt gun emoji next to all the tracks that I played already.
Ah, okay. Good.
That being said, we already played... Well, I already played a little bit of Rotting Out. I think LA needs a little more love. What do you think, Joseph?
I think so.
this
Okay.
this is
Yep.
one of the best Terror tracks of all time.
Yep.
Shouts out Terror. I need more stage dives in the monitor. This is the new blood. Wah. Whoo.
Man, Terror. I mean, it's well known. They're the goats. The greatest.
They can't be beat. It's undeniable riffage, lyric. All right, there's some days where to me those lyrics are the cheesiest thing that could ever be, but there's also
Well,
some days where it's like those lyrics speak to a part of my soul.
nah, dude. Every day, both of those things are true for me. Where it's like, yeah, I can. Oh, I bumped my mic. I can look at them and be like, yeah, simple, goofy, to the uninitiated, cheesy. But like to people like us who grew up in sweaty rooms beating each other up, like,
He be spitting
yeah,
fucking
man,
facts.
that that shit's real. I love it.
It's just a love song to the core,
I
brother.
want to thank you.
Hardcore. Man.
Shouts out.
Keepers
Yeah,
of the
that's
Faith.
good.
Good album.
Good album. Oh, Brandon, what do I want to do next?
Take a break from the core, man. We've been in it for a minute.
Yeah,
You want to
we
play
have.
Outkast? You can play Outkast.
It's really funny that you say that because that is what I was gravitating towards. Um, and but it's another one where it's like, man, which one?
You were
What
always the
song do I
big,
want to
the
play?
biggest AT alien in my life. So you go ahead and you just meditate. You know what I mean?
Personally,
I'm gonna
my
meditate over
my
here.
yeah, enjoy that. My favorite Outkast album, not to be that guy, but it's the first one. The first one's the best one. Um, not that they didn't get better and improve on other albums. They've got heat, but I think that this one is super impressive, especially if, like, being 18-year-olds recording this in a basement, like
I didn't know
doing
that.
cool ass skits. Yeah, everything is done by them.
It's punk
Um,
rock, to be honest.
Dude, exactly. I've had this conversation with Emily where, like, no matter the genre of music, DIY will always speak to me. If it is somebody doing shit by themselves because it's the only way they know how to do it, that's cool as shit to me.
How come you don't like
Um,
Birdsum like I do then, Joseph? Tell me that.
Brandon, I'm not even gonna justify that with an answer. People, get in the comments. Tell Brandon why we don't like Birdsum.
People I know. What's the song, Joseph?
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be Claimin' True.
The word claim and true?
Claimin' apostrophe true.
Claimin true. Okay. All right. Guys, I don't like Birdsum. That was a Soju talking. You can't prove it. Claimin True by Outkast. What's this album called, Joseph?
Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music,
I
dog.
could have never said that first try. Here we go.
Yeah, you got him.
The beat's so tasty, I couldn't turn it off.
Dude, I love Outkast so much. They are a band, or a group that my brother and I
Man,
would yeah, they're a band. Okay. Um,
best
that
band of
my
all
brother and
time.
I would drive around in his shitty old Subaru, just hotboxing that thing, blasting this album and another album that's on my list. Um, but my favorite thing about Outkast and what really made me start listening to them and really get into them was that one of our buddies, our dear buddy James, again, who probably listening, shout out James.
Shouts out, James.
Um, he, uh, as kids, you know, when we would go over to his house and smoke weed, his dad would always be tucked away in their garage, bumping Outkast, and his dad, um, love him dearly. One of my favorite people on the planet, Dan. If you somehow are listening, shout out to you too. Um,
I'm sure James will
Dorkiest white guy.
send it over. You know.
Yeah, he'll send it over. Dorkiest white guy ever. Loves Outkast. So that's dorky white dude from Virginia loves Outkast. You know they're good.
National treasure Outkast. Shouts out. It's got to be the most like West Valley image I can conjure in my brain is just two kooky white teenagers in a beat up Subaru smoking weed and bumping Outkast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how I grew up, dude. Those were my formative years.
That's the West Valley in a nutshell. It's like that's what you expect to see. You know what I mean?
A1A, baby. I love it.
Oh man, that's a good track. That's a fun story. He genuinely does love Outkast. He wouldn't shut up about him since we were young lads.
It's true.
And in some ways, this next group that I'm selecting here is sort of my Outkast.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a Tool song now.
Fuck you. Oh my god.
This is my Outkast. Oh.
What song?
I was.
Oh man.
I hoped I would think of it by the time I got here. We're not gonna listen to all 11 minutes and 11 seconds of Rosetta Stone, but we're gonna listen to some of it. Good track.
Okay. Fire it up.
All right. Fuck it. Good track. Rosetta Stone, Tool. It's really long. Joey and I didn't actually listen to all of it, but whatever.
Let it be known, I think Tool kind of honks. But I do like a handful of songs by Tool.
Couple tracks.
Do you remember? I mean, I'm sure you remember this. Remember when we were in like 10th grade and in English class, we had to either recite a poem or we were given an option of memorizing a song that was at least 10 stanzas long.
You're bringing this up, huh? You're really bringing this up?
Of course I am, Brandon. Why don't you tell the people what song you decided to do?
Oh, shit. Was it Lateralis off the album
It
Lateralis by Tool?
Yeah. You, in 10th grade, recited all of Lateralis to a room full of children who were like, what the fuck are you doing? But to your defense, what I did was not much better because I did the entirety of The Last Baron by Mastodon.
Dude, and we had to make like posters and shit. It was like
yeah, dude, I did like a PowerPoint.
I made
We
like
were
a
dorks.
I did a whole spray paint type beat poster thing with space on it. I don't know what the fuck I was on about.
God, we were dorks. We sucked.
You gonna play a Mastodon track for me or what, dude?
I'm not gonna play a Mastodon track for you, Brandon, but that's more a Jeremy type beat. But I am gonna play for you something weird next because next is a band that in the year 2017, prior to that year, I had heard of them and I thought, goofy band, funny name, probably honks. And then they decided to go on a miraculous run of 5 albums in 1 year.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
The first album came out and I was like, kind of cool. They're doing something I've never heard before. The second album came out. It's a little album called Murder of the Universe by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I recognize that.
That album is.
It is.
Not gonna lie. That's like the all-rounder album of like fun.
Murder of the Universe?
Yeah.
I think that for the layman, this one is pretty hard to grasp. And the song that really did it for me, probably the weirdest one on the album. Will You Fire Up Murder of the Universe off of Murder of the Universe?
Absolutely, I will fire that up. Wait, I clicked the wrong thing. Nope. I am the Soju.
You might
boy.
be thinking of Infest the Rat's Nest.
No. Which is also all tracks.
All tracks.
But Murder of the Universe is like that. That's what really got me into King.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's rock and roll, dude.
For weirdos like us, this is it.
Here we go. This is going to be Murder of the Universe by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Lizard Wizard.
God damn it. That kicks ass.
It's a weird track, but like I listened to that whole album, and when I got to that, like I had never heard anything like that before. A crazy, heavy psychedelic jam about a robot murdering the universe with vomit.
I mean,
what?
That track, Vomit Coffin, dude? Are you kidding me?
Goes. But you know, like I said, King Giz, maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but I firmly believe that if everybody were to have the right guidance, they would find something there that they would enjoy.
Among their 1,000 tracks, there is at least one where you're like, that's good stuff.
Kind of goes. Yeah. Everybody will like a King Giz song. Ask me which one. Tell me what you like, and I'll tell you which one you'll like.
You guys just want to listen to Infest the Rat's Nest, all right? Have you noticed that this album's track numbering on Spotify goes from 1 to 9, and then 1 to 6, and then 1 to 6?
Yes, because it's in parts. There's 4 different parts of the album.
Bullshit.
There's the altered beast part. There's the lightning lord versus the Balrog, and then there's the murder of the universe.
Anyways, that was a band. They're a
Can you
good
believe
band.
I have a girlfriend, dude?
Sometimes. No, of course I can. It's been a million years.
You're supposed to say no for the joke,
Joseph,
Brandon.
I can't deny one of the few things that gives me hope in this world. All right.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
And on that terrible disappointment, oh no, what do I have?
Can you play some more dork shit like Tool or what?
Don't tempt me, brother. Actually,
you play a Perfect Circle.
I wish that was life change. Oh, no, I'm not gonna play Perfect Circle. But at the same time that I became the youth I was, moshing on kids and wearing cut off Walmart khakis.
Yep.
I also came up listening to, dumbass 9 Inch Nails. So I'm going to play exactly that, and it's not either of the albums that people actually know because I got into them at a weird point during their Year Zero era. And this is a little track called A Capital G. You know what the capital G stands for?
What? I was going to say something that would get me.
Is it God? Is it George Bush? We'll never know, dude. It's up to you to decide. It's up to you in your mind hole to figure it out, brother.
For me, dude, capital G's gummies.
Anyway, here's Capital G by 9 Inch Nails. Arguably, yes, goofy track, but that blew my mind when I was 12, dude.
I mean, I gotta be honest, not Trent's best work.
Absolutely not. I'll say that with full, admittance. However, it got me into 9 Inch Nails on a deeper level than just, hey, that song Head with a Hole is, cool.
It sounds kind of familiar. Was it in something?
Maybe. I mean, this whole record is kind of it was commercially it did well, but it's not really one of the more remembered albums.
Yeah.
But it's a highly political album. 2007, we were in second term of GW. Trent was feeling some things.
Trent was on some shit.
The leather pants were chafed, brother.
Hell yeah.
He needs some milk.
Well, I admittedly have never really dove into 9 Inch Nails. I just know the tracks.
There's too many tracks. At this point, it's not even worth it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay.
A couple tracks, though.
The man said it's not worth it.
I haven't dove into all of them. I know the hits. I know a couple of B-sides. Come at me, posers. What? right.
All right. Take it easy. Um. For my next song, Brandon, this is gonna be a song or a band that I discovered. Piggybacking off of the previous band.
Sade.
Nailed it. When I found King Gizzard, I started perusing the internet. At that time in their career, at this point, they have dabbled in just about every genre under the fucking sun. But at that point, every comment I saw was people just saying, "Oh, they're ripping off this band. They're ripping off this band. They're just doing this." I don't disagree, but I don't agree, but I see what people are saying. Why don't you go ahead and fire up for me, Gelatinous Cube by the OCs.
Oh shit! How did I not see this coming?
I heard
OCs.
I heard King Giz and was like, "Yo, maybe psychedelics are cool."
Yeah.
When paired with punk rock.
Yeah,
and I was correct.
That was a whole lot of psychedelics in those days. Let me tell you.
Yep. And it led me to some great bands.
God, I've never got to. You went and saw them a few times. I never got to tag along. I regret it now.
We'll go see them. They're great.
The OCs. I know that you're listening to this. Play a show. I'll come through. This is Gelatinous Cube. Gosh darn it. That's a track, dude.
Yeah. That album, I think it's called An Odd Exits, is very, very good. They are one of those bands that have a weird exits. They have an odd entrances and a weird exits.
Sure. Whatever, man.
They're one of those bands that's got fucking a million albums. Most of them are very, very good, but they kind of range from crazy, noisy punk stuff to jammy acid jazz stuff. Listen to OCs. If you can see them live, even better, dude. They've got two drummers that are insane. Paul Quattrone and Dan Recon,
hard.
Every time that I've seen them live, all I can do is just fucking stare at them. And there's a video on YouTube that I like to watch from time to time just to go how are they doing that? Because it's them playing a live festival in South Africa. They're both drumming. They're playing so fast and they're sweating so much that you can see the steam rising off of them on stage. But they're just fucking rocking out. It's crazy.
I really want to find a video of them playing LA one day and your face is in the background. Just
look for one of the Halloween shows within the last 5 years because I've been to most of them.
That'd be awesome.
I was dressed as a cowboy. There's a great photo of me in the middle of the crowd with Shrek crowd surfing above me, and I'm dressed as a cowboy.
Oh my! Do you have that on your phone?
I do. It's on my Instagram. I'll send it to you. We'll put it in here.
And here it is.
Wow, look at that.
Amazing.
Great photo.
I'm not gonna put it in.
Okay, cool.
Just picture it. It's It's better mental image. But
people can find my Instagram.
Send it to me anyway.
I will.
We'll see if I put it in or not. It depends on how tired I am tomorrow. Fuck, man. OC's good track.
Good album.
I'm gonna force you to listen to black metal now.
No.
Listen, man. Unfortunately, it did change my life. All right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And I played this band in the cover episode, which again nobody saw, which if you've seen this and you haven't seen that one, well, even if you have seen it, can you watch it again, please? Just there's 5.
Everybody go watch it. YouTube really didn't want anybody to see it, so they suppressed that one.
Anyways, this is going to be a track by Krieg, American black metal giants from New Jersey. Don't know what the hell that boy is talking about, but somehow this got me into black metal as a whole. This and Immortal, which I could play and you'd actually have a good time, but where's the fun in that?
The only good black metal band.
Where's the fun in that? This is Fleshprison Monolith by Krieg. Whew. Blistering track.
I do love to be a black metal hater, but Krieg's good.
Just
Krieg's got a couple of tracks.
something about that the name of that track, Fleshprison Monolith, which I use for a bunch of stuff after that, like as usernames or whatever. Just hearing that, like seeing that track title, and I remember putting it on when I was studying at CSUN for something on a whim, just like, I'll give this black metal thing a shot. I'll start with the American stuff after I got into Immortal, you know what I mean? And it was like crazy title that I was just like, that's fucking cool. And then hearing him just like wail, like literally, I was like,
yeah, see that kind of shit I like.
I was like, he's really going through something. He's not just like, say die.
I want to see you yell or hear you yell like a pained ghost.
And it turns out he really was going through it. That whole album, The Black House, is just about him having like horrendous paranoid nightmares and depression and fucking mental illness. So
Not great.
yeah, he just had a kid though. Shouts out to Imperial. Hopefully you're not, wailing in the dark anymore.
Well, who knows?
Probably not.
Shouts
Anyway.
Next, Brandon, I got something actually very, very similar. Keep it kind of in the same vein. A lot of people kind of call these guys like the Krieg of their genre. Why don't you fire up Steppin' Out by Steel Pulse for me?
Go fuck yourself. How does that sound? What if I did that instead? Steel Pulse, what did you say?
Steppin' Out.
As in going out on the town or what, dude?
As in busting a move, dog.
Let's bust a move, everybody. All right. Never mind. This fucks.
Right?
All right.
I'm in love with Ja music, dude.
You almost
So,
had
I don't know
me.
about you.
You almost had me, and then it was revealed to me that they're from, they're British. No good.
Yeah. Nah, man, come on.
If they were American, it would have been fine.
Dude, American reggae is the one thing you don't want.
Yeah, I can imagine. That,
America's the one place you
that's
don't want your reggae coming from.
That's second wave ska.
That's where you get people like Dirty Heads and stuff like that, man. And we don't.
Ooh, no.
We don't want that.
That's yeah. No. That was a track though.
Yeah.
I can't deny it.
Yeah, dude. Reggae is awesome. Anybody who doesn't think so, frankly, I think you're a dipshit. I'll say it.
Open your mind and your heart.
Yeah, man. That shit's fun as
And
hell.
let
If you don't
that
hear
hate
reggae and
out.
want to dance.
Listen, I don't even want to dance, but that reggae shit, you know what I mean?
I'm vibing. Dude, there's reverb, snares, and laser sounds. Come on.
And just like a happy guy, you know what I mean?
And just a guy.
It's just
like a happy guy, usually singing about like...
hey.
You're singing about like dancing or revolution. And it's tight.
Brother, dancing is the revolution.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
So next time
Now
you
he
see me in
gets
the
it.
pit, mind your business. All right?
Oh man, this list we're reaching the weird end of
It's
things that
getting
we like.
weird. It's going to get sad, and I know that that's coming, so I need to play the last black metal track I will ever play for this
Good.
theme.
Good.
But
Next I'm veering us into country, so you need to take us away into something different.
Now, this brought me into the era of black metal and style of black metal that I really channeled when I was trying to do one-man black metal stuff, which the one song I ever put out is still up, and if you want to find it, you can find it.
Tell the people, Brandon.
Pascal, all right? Marionette Ghoul King. Anyways, This is a track by Gorgoroth off of Quantos Possunt ad Satanitatum Trahant called...
One more time?
I can't do it one more time. This is called Aneuthanasia. All right? Pest era, Gorgoroth, best era. You can fucking fight me.
All right, I like that.
Whoo! It ends there, by the way.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
That is probably the best Gorgoroth album that you would connect to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the best thing that you have showed me that is a black metal track that I'm like, oh, that's good. I like that.
That whole album beats ass, dude.
Maybe I'll peep it. I'll listen to that. You got to listen to Heavier Than Heaven. Or how long is that album?
20 minutes. Oh, no,
No,
this
how long
one,
is this album?
34 minutes.
Okay, I'll listen to 20 minutes of that one.
That gets you right down to Cleansing Fire, dude.
All right, cool. Sounds cool.
My favorite thing about Gorgoroth is that they don't allow any lyric, like they don't put out any official lyrics and suppress all of their lyrics. They're like people trying to figure it out on the internet. They're uncancelable.
Oh, okay. That's stupid.
The riffs are undeniable. The words don't even matter at that point. They're just like, you'll never figure it out unless you're Norwegian and crazy.
Yeah, but I'm one of those dorks who does care about the words. I want to know what you're saying.
Listen, you could pick out Father of Lies and all sorts of weird Satan shit. Who gives a fuck, man?
Okay.
The tracks go hard.
The cool stuff.
Yeah. It's not,
All right.
there's nothing Marduk-y about some of their lyrics. Anyways.
All right. Well, I'm going to take us on a departure from black metal and from anything heavy at all.
Please.
You know, my entire life, as we have shown here, I've mostly listened to a lot of hardcore, a lot of metal, with a little bit of sad poppy stuff thrown in there. And I grew up listening to a lot of country music. And mainly because of spending a lot of time with my grandparents. That's what they loved. And as I said in the last episode, most of it never really connected to me. Mm-hmm. But as I got older and found some more country-leaning stuff that really did, you know, I started getting more nostalgic the closer to 30 that I got, and looking for more of those sounds from my childhood. So I've been listening to a lot more country lately, and one of the artists that really pulled me into some of the more traditional sound stuff is Sturgill Simpson.
Okay.
And he kind of goes all over the place, but one of the songs that really got me, a track called All Around You.
Okay.
Going to be on an album called Cutting Grass. Yeah, there you go. And I really like this song. Go ahead and fire
album
it up.
Cover's crazy. It's just
Dude,
on a track.
on a tractor.
Oh, I hate
Dude
you.
on a tractor, brother.
This is All Around You by Sturgill Simpson. Yeehaw. All right, I see you on that one.
You know, pretty beautiful track. Very good, very positive, and I discovered it at a time in my life where I needed that. In fact, I've got it on a playlist that could be a fun theme for us to do, which is, it's more or less, the title of this playlist is Songs That Make Me Feel Better, you know?
Aw. You know what?
If I'm...
That's next week.
You know? All right.
That's going to
Cool.
be a tough one for me. Most things make me feel not better.
Yeah, I'm with you, because most of the music that I listen to is really, really sad. But there are a handful of tracks that I throw on, and there's a specific context for them that is just like, oh, nice. I feel good now, you know?
Nice.
Stuff you listen to on a bad day. But, like, he's also got another version of that song with a full, like, brass band and a fucking, like, orchestra with him, and it goes crazy.
All right. I might
Yeah.
have to check that out. Sturgill.
So-
What a name.
Yeah. What I very much like about Sturgill Simpson is that I gravitate more towards the kind of outlaw country kind of stuff.
Punk rock.
And well, yeah, I look for the punk rock and everything. And he was kind of one of the first country artists that I found when I was looking for stuff that I liked that, isn't singing about your typical country artist stuff, trucks and beers, and it's mostly just, in fact, he's got songs about like, hey, I'm not, that ain't me. I'm just a guy.
Like, he's not getting drunk on an airplane, dude. Come on.
Well, I don't know about that. He ain't singing about it, but
thank Christ.
Yeah.
Or Satan. Shouts out Gorgoroth.
Yeah. What's next?
Well, it's not going to be country for me, obviously, but this dude gets a little bit towards the twang. And it's obvious who I'm going to pick. However, Shut the Fuck Up, number 1.
Is it the same guy you picked for the last 2 weeks?
Duh. I listen to his entire discography every time I drive. It's just, it's what comes on. It's not what comes on. It's what I put on. But anyways, this track marks an era where there was a lot of just riding my bike around both of our neighborhoods and just throwing it on and doing my own thing for extended periods of time.
Being sad?
Yeah. Just hanging out. I'll buy a coffee and sit in my backyard for 6 hours, whatever, dude. But this track still to this day is near and dear to my heart because I think a lot of the sentiments feel a kinship towards in our lives. And I have a cover of this track out on my Bandcamp for my acoustic stuff, which shall not be named in this episode. You got to go to the covers episode to find out if you care enough about what that is. This is a track called Good Friends, Bad Habits by Owen, the solo project of Mike Kinsella of American Football, Cap and Jazz, Lies, Memes, whatever fame.
Many, many things.
Yeah. If you're unfortunate enough to be following me on Instagram, you've seen me fuck up trying to cover this song 1,000 times by now. So here's what it actually sounds like.
They fuck like wild, and they'll die like Hemingway.
That's the track.
That's a good one. Yeah, you're slowly getting me.
It's like musicality wise, it's like I know some of it you could take or leave, but the lyricism is what really initially got me about the Owen stuff. And like that track in specific is just, it was a time in his life where he's always been this like music scene, whatever, fucking kind of rough around the edges guy, but he had his first kid around then, and it's just like he still has this crazy lifestyle, but he needs to slow down and like appreciate falling into more of a regular life because he's got a daughter and all that. And I used to hear that shit and think about some of the things I would miss out on, but I was like, I had to take care of the bills, and like when I was with my ex, the little Zoe, the first dog I ever had to take care of. It was a track that I listened to a lot and think about kind of that era, and I still hear Good Friends with Bad Habits and think about all of our friends with crazy fucking stories. And
it's it definitely perfectly encapsulates a lot of our buddies we grew up with.
And that's
good one.
He has a lot of tracks about his crazy friends, which I think would also put you a little more over on Mr. Kinsella's solo stuff. So I'll get
Build me that playlist, dude.
I'm
a sucker for quality lyrics. A good one-liner, one or two.
I'm just gonna send you one a week and be like, listen, man, read this sentence and then read it again, and then you'll be like,
all right, now think about it. All right. I see. My next pick is a similar vein for me, and my struggle with one. I don't know what song to pick because this is top 5 favorite artists for me, and I also have a struggle with what songs have I already picked for other episodes.
That again, my same struggle with Owen songs. He's got a million, and for some reason, a lot of them
And
resonate.
I don't know if I want to be deeply personal, very sweet, or just a goddamn track.
You could just play "Smooth" by Santana featuring Rob Thomas.
Don't. Why'd you ruin it for the? That was the surprise.
What's
No.
the song, man?
I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, wait. First, have I played "Your Heart's a Big Tent" by Willie Carlisle?
No,
yet?
but I knew it was gonna be old Willie. Yeah, no. The last track was "Singing Knives."
Yeah.
Your heart is a big. Oh God, I can tell how much I've drank by my words per minute, and it is not pretty.
That's okay. We'll do a couple more songs each, and then
Yeah.
we'll wrap this one.
Your heart's a big tent, Willie Carlisle. That's a cute album cover. All right, here we go.
Great album cover, great song.
Gosh darn it.
I mean, I've got those words tattooed on me. Your heart's a big tent.
Every time you get me to listen to that song, I get it even more. I'm like, fuck, that's
Yeah.
a good track, dude.
I mean, like, to be honest, I as I've gotten older in my life, I've realized that if you spend your whole life listening to angry, sad music, one day you might wake up and realize that you're angry and sad. And
I wonder why.
yeah, and the sentiment in this song is something that I have tried to live by more and more. That the heart's a big tent. You got to let everybody in. Everybody deserves a chance. Be nice to everybody.
Even if they push Mongo, all right.
Makes things a little bit easier. And now, you can no cops, so no pushing Mongo.
And just don't mall grab.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. That's such a good track. I can't.
The good track.
How do I
Very,
even
very good
follow
track.
that? Like, logically for me, since we're going to go a couple more tracks each, I've already played one of the pivotal K-pop songs of my life on this
Ooh.
program, So it's tough to, isolate another one. Because I played Fancy by twice at this point in 2 different iterations. One as a cover and the original.
Okay.
But it's I feel as though there should still be something, either J-pop, K-pop. Maybe I'll end with both of those things. I don't know. It's hard. I've played, at this point, I've played Mike Kinsella's shit twice. We've gone through the core a little bit. There's a
Give me a
couple-
wild card, dude.
You know what?
What's speaking to you? What's the most, what lately has changed your life that you're listening to?
Buckle up, brother. This is going to be music, frankly, that's not for us. This is a K-pop group that is very much a little bit of a... They're kind of punk rock in the K-pop world.
Hell yeah.
They're one of the biggest groups in spite of being from not one of the main agencies that pushes out shit like Twice and Blackpink and a couple of the other heavy hitters.
Yeah.
They're mostly about female empowerment. This is not music for us, Joseph. But I've been on the sauce.
I love it.
Literally the past couple of weeks. It's been hitting me over the head, brother. I've been jamming to this group. This is going to be... I'm going to pick one of the tracks from a group called G-Idol, which I don't know how many of you women are out there, but if you are a woman and you feel like translating Korean maybe you'll feel a little cooler after listening to G Idol. You know what I mean? They're like the Bikini Kill of K-pop. All right, and you can quote me on that.
Play the damn song, Brandon.
It's hard to pick which one, brother. Oh, let's see what's unpopular. I'm gonna go to my heart. I'm gonna go to my heart on this one. I can't. They're all ridiculous. Fuck. Okay. This one's hilarious. Just listen. Just let everybody in. Your heart's a big tent, Joseph.
I'm trying. Trying real hard.
All right, hear me out. Hear me out. That song is written in a way to like empower women that are feeling less confident about themselves. A queen card that was Queen Card by Gio. A queen card, apparently, I seen this. In an interview recently, is a term apparently that Koreans used back in the day in like high school or whatever to describe like the hottest girl in class or whatever. That's the queen card, and the king card's like, you know what I mean, the fuck whatever,
Okay.
like prom king type shit.
I understand. I see.
And it's like,
I mean,
I'm the queen, whatever. It's like it's supposed to be a song to hype up a young woman not feeling good about herself. Like you listen to that shit, you're like, I'm the queen card.
It goes.
And
I am mad at it.
That song tears the new blood for Korean teenage women, right?
I hear it. I'm on board. Listen, I might be over here laughing at some of the lyrics, but that's because I'm a dumb American and I speak a different language.
Me too. And that group in and of itself is a fun one to be a fan of for me because like two of them are Chinese, one's Thai, and there's two Koreans. So it's like they're trying to like push non-straight up Korean homogeneousity.
Sick.
And they're singing about their boobs, singular, and booty being hot. You know what I mean?
Twerking on the runway.
God damn it.
That's cool. I like that.
It's not for us, but it is a real fun time to listen to.
It does go. Well, Brandon, was that your last one? Is this going to be my last one?
I want to do one more. You want to do two more?
Okay. 2 more each.
One more for me, 2 more for you.
Yeah, 1 more for you, 2 more for me. And you know what? For this next one, I think this juxtaposition will be positively hilarious.
Hit me.
This is a band that I know did a lot for both of us, and we have not touched on ever in this show, but have influenced us a lot. Why don't you fire up a track for me called Hail to Thee, Everlasting Pain by The Body.
Some say this is the G Idol of Portland, Oregon.
I'm saying... Dude, this is my favorite K-pop group.
By the way, if anybody ever does watch this and you've seen The Body and you're trying to mosh, just don't.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't know what we were seeing the other night at that show, but that was not moshing.
It wasn't right.
That was just some swaggerless, goofy stuff.
You
stand there, you cross your arms, and you bob your head like every other sad nerd in the room, all right?
Or I will swing on you, apparently. Hail to the everlasting pain? Is that what it is?
Yep.
Another guy just killed himself the other day.
Oh, already horrendous. I love this track.
Y'all have to live around all this craziness.
Insane.
The Body got to be my favorite dance band for real.
Body fucks me up every time I listen to him. The first time I ever saw The Body, did you go to that like satanic mass thing with us?
No.
You know, there's out here in LA we have Church of the Eighth Day, which throws shows and other events, and they did a satanic black mass with The Body playing, and rolled up, had a fella draw a upside down cross on my forehead in fake blood.
They didn't need to be
And I
doing all
watched-
that.
They did not. And I watched the body in the tiny upstairs room at Los Globos with awful sound. They were so fucking loud that they played that song, and they had like a PA on like Home Depot folding table,
Jesus.
and it just rattled itself right over onto its face.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I love the body. And like it fell onto the ground, and they waited until the song was over, but Chip and Lee both looked at each other and just went, huh, like, laughed.
Dude, if we were a two-piece band, it would just be the body, I think.
When we went to go see them the other night, we went with some friends, and we went with Emily, my girlfriend, who afterwards said they remind me of you and Brandon.
They just like us for real, dude.
Yeah.
Let's pick the most absurd imagery, the dumbest music, and also
Be silly guys.
be silly, goofy guys, but also just have the scariest overall aura
Just
imaginable.
demeanor. Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
love that.
Except, we could work harder on the scary part.
I'm trying, man. These
Yeah, I
fucking
know,
these
but-
all black tattoos fucking hurt, dude. Jesus.
I'm not helping you,
Christ.
man. I'm not helping you with Hearts of Big Tent and all that.
I just played G Idol, dude.
Oh my god.
All right. God.
Good last pick, Brandon.
Fuck.
Alrighty. For my last pick.
Wait. No, that was your pick. You're high.
Oh wait, oh yeah.
He's on the pot.
I've been smoking weed.
All right, here, hold on. I will edit this time.
Okay.
Dude, now just act like you're gonna ask me what the next thing is.
Oh. What's the next
For
song, Brandon?
for my next song. I can't cut any of that. That's too good.
No, cut it. Cut it. right when I laugh, cut it
All
in.
right. All right. This is a song that is one of my earliest musical memories.
Ooh.
And it's definitely from anime. And it predates, I think, the reckoning of me getting handed a burned Panic at the Disco CD as a tween. And like,
Oh wow.
it's like an earlier musical memory than most. Like this and listening to Enya to fall asleep in preschool are like my earliest times where my kid
That's
brain was
crazy.
like, that's a good track.
Damn, Enya goes.
Yeah, I almost put it on here, but I would fall asleep. It's like Pavlovian response now because of fucking preschool. This is the first opening song for the anime series and manga series Bleach, which is too long. I never finished it, but the first 80 episodes go, and this was the intro to the world of like anime for me that wasn't Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Big O and whatever else was on Adult Swim at the time. Like Bleach is responsible for how much of a nerd I am today because I learned how to torrent things illegally on the internet to download episodes as they came out.
And now look at you.
Look at me now. Hey, government, don't look into my bandwidth. This is going to be a song called Asterisk by Orange Range.
Okay.
Japanese as hell.
When we were kids,
Yeah.
did you have this song on your iPod?
Guaranteed.
Because I remember it seems the name and the album art seemed very familiar because I remember borrowing your iPod from time to
You
time and
definitely
seeing
did
this
do
on
that.
there.
Yeah. because it goes, dude. And like I said, it's probably my earliest like fully formed thought of, hey, music is cool.
Yeah. That's sick.
I googled
Fun
it,
track.
and Bleach started airing in 2004, so I had to be 10 years old, little pirate sailing on the seas of the internet just to get a hold of that shit.
Yeah, I remember learning how to torrent very, very early to download episodes of Degrassi.
Did not work out well for either of us. Let's face
Oh,
it.
no, it did not.
That track, I guess, changed my life, you know? Here we are.
Hey, man, I get it. I see it. That's cool. That's a
It
good
set
pick.
me down a lot of bad paths. Music, anime.
Now you've got me thinking, what is my earliest musical memory? And that's something I will have to ponder.
Ponder away, brother. You can just toss it in one of these next episodes. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, it'll come up. Well, we're in it. For my final pick, I'm going to go back to a band that was played earlier when you fucking sniped me like a goddamn loser. No, I'm kidding.
Let's go. Oh.
A band that it's Have Heart. A band that meant a lot to me growing up, even as somebody who, as I said before, was not straight edge. But a
Down
lot
for
of
the core,
songs-
either way.
Down for the core. A lot of the songs, helped me out as a young, angry, misguided kid. And much like the Terror song that you played earlier, this one is kind of a love letter to hardcore. Go ahead and fire up Lionheart for me.
Ooh. Brother man. You absolute madman. Oh, I can't remember which album that's on. Look at me.
It's on the
Poser,
7-inch.
poser that I am.
Yeah, dude. Thought you were a fan.
Whatever, dude. I've seen him a couple times. This is going to be Lionheart by Have Heart. Listen to me right now, everybody. All right? You listening?
Spit it out.
Have a nice evening. This is Lionheart by Have Heart.
This song God said that's what I live for. I live for. Hi.
Gosh darn it.
Man, fired me up when I was a kid. Still fires
Fires
me
me
up
up now. Better
And,
days, dude. God damn.
now. I don't think of anything that I listen to, or anything that I've ever come across in my life. I don't think anything has changed my life as much as hardcore as a whole has.
Definitely.
I don't think that either of us would be the people that we are, or even really be the friends that we are without hardcore.
Definitely
And
not,
I
dude.
think-
Definitely not. It's like the
I-
biggest changing factor, I think, for us
Yeah.
ever.
Emily and I say to each other all the time that, like, man, I feel really sad for people who didn't get to grow up experiencing hardcore the way that we did. And not to say that, like, people growing up now aren't experiencing it in a very cool way. It's just like people who didn't grow up experiencing it at all and don't get it. Like, man, that sucks.
I know,
What a bummer
right?
for you.
It's like I couldn't imagine not having had all of those like wild memories of pile-on, like the
Fun
fucking
shows.
stage dives, the getting. I still to this day have been injured at shows and not known what hit me in the face or why.
Yep.
And not really even caring, just like, oh, this is what I do on my weekends, and this is the people in my life, and like.
Yeah. After spending so many years, going to hardcore shows, I eventually went on to see bands like OCs and King Giz and stuff like that. And, like, I've had a lot of fun seeing other bands live, but come to the conclusion that, like, a hardcore show is my favorite format for seeing live music.
Nothing
you know?
beats it, especially in like the more intimate venues. Huge venue
Yeah.
stuff is just like, it's cool to see,
Yeah.
but it doesn't beat
Yeah.
being at the Cobalt with 100 other kids and like
Yeah.
just
Or now,
feeling shit.
nothing beats being at the midnight hour in the back room watching some sick band play while a bunch of kids are going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I love that shit, man.
Wherever you
Hardcore's cool as
are,
hell.
go to small venues, support your local bands. I don't because they suck until they're not. No, I'm kidding. Just enjoy
Yeah,
music.
shut up.
um,
And go to a hardcore show
Yeah.
specifically.
support live music, support hardcore. Listen to K-pop, watch anime.
That too. Yeah, I'm
Listen
gonna
to-
start listening to
Listen to the
K-pop.
saddest country you can get your hands on. What else,
And-
Joseph?
I mean, to be frank, listen to music like us because we do it better than you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you listen to; it's about how you do it. Do it in a cooler and more nuanced way than everybody else.
Do it better. How does that sound?
That sounds great to me.
Well, that brings us to the end of part 2 of songs that changed our lives, Joseph. How do you feel?
I feel weird, man.
I feel a little
We
weird.
like weird music.
We do.
That was a weird list.
That's a wide gamut of things that,
Yeah.
frankly, should never really be collected except for the hardcore tracks.
No, I was listening to the playlist that I made to like come up with ideas, and it went from Black Dahlia Murder into Willie Carlisle into Full of Hell into like, and I was just like, come on, what's happening here?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in these noggins we've got, but that's okay. There's a lot going on in everybody's noggin, you know.
Yeah, and that was a little peek into ours.
Sorry, I like
Yeah, my bad.
Gorgoroth, dude. What are you gonna do about it? G-Idol fucks. Or wait, no, hold
Tell-
on. G-Idol, cheers to you, my friends.
Tell the people you don't really like Birds and Brandon.
I'm trying not to lie this year, Joseph.
You can lie. Sometimes a lie is okay.
Listen to me right now, all right? Do I condone Vargvikernes? No.
You just wait.
But couple tracks.
You know, you should have waited to drop the bomb until we did canceled bands.
Couple tracks. Well, then I could play some. All right. Anyways, next week we're doing songs that. How did you phrase it?
We'll find a better way to phrase it, but you know, songs that make you feel better. You're in a bad mood. What do you throw on that makes you feel better?
Well, I wasted one of them. That Good Friends Bad Habits song is one.
Well, that's okay.
gotta
I threw one of
meditate.
mine in here as well.
Yeah. All right. We got to think about that. What do you got going on the rest of the evening, Joseph?
Man, I'm gonna go relax and finish watching Fallout.
Oh yeah, that you know, how is it up to your standards as a Fallout fan?
I was apprehensive. I did not want to start it because I heard some things that made me go, "Ugh." And then first episode, 10 minutes in, I was hooked. Beats ass. It's really good.
I'm happy for you, man. I probably won't watch it because I don't only watch things that are 2-dimensional, but
Check it out. Even if you're not a fan of Fallout, it's good.
I should. I mean, I don't know. I gotta watch. I gotta do more things that aren't just like sit on YouTube and like rot. So maybe I
Hey,
should.
I'm trying to do it too. We can push each other.
It's hard, man. I got a whole other bottle of soju back there. Anyways, this has been We Like Music Better Than You. That's Joseph. I'm Brandon. That shit changed our lives. There's an increasing number of subscribers on YouTube. So if you're not a robot and you feel like talking, what changed your life? You know?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Down in the comments. Hit us up on Instagram. Tell us we're cute.
Don't tell
Thanks
me
for
that.
listening.
I can't process compliments. I'm working on it in therapy. Thanks for listening.
Tell me and I'll tell him.
Joseph, give us a wave. Blow a kiss. Give us a wave. Do something. Oh, look at him. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. And on that, I have